Hello YouTube, this is ChardarYGO with a YGO Omega Daily Duel video playing some more Exosister Adventurer. Notable that we are back in silver. We're going to lead on Water Enchantress, banish to search right, activate right, summon a token. I've been summoning this in attack. I'm not sure it matters. Grab Fateful Adventure, activate Fateful Adventure, search up the Griffin, pitch a Pax, we have two of them, activate the Griffin, special the Griffin, trigger Fateful, search up Dracoback, equip to the token, activate Pax, pay 100, grab Vadis, set Vadis, and then we have Vadis, Ash Veiler, Griffin. So not a bad start at all. Standby main, opponent draws. See what we're up against. I have noticed this deck is pretty bad against evenly matched because you have to keep the token. Opponent thinking Stratos. We're playing against heroes as we seem to do a lot. We're gonna let Stratos go. Our opponent has infinite searches and more impactful searches. Grabs a Faris, activates Faris, pitches Plasma. I feel like opponent probably doesn't want that in the graveyard. Activates Ferris. Play the increase. Plays increase. Activate increase, tribute Faris. Sure. Summon increase. Increase triggers. Gets Vion, activates Vion. Dumps Mally. Opponent link summons into Cross Crusader. Cross Crusader targeting Mally. We're going to chain Vadis, pay 100. Opponent lets it go. We will grab Stella and Ellis. Cross Crusader resolves. We will activate Ellis. We will activate Stella. Opponent seems to have something. Summon Michaelis. Summon Caspitel. Activate Caspitel. Rest of the turn, opponent can't summon from the graveyard. Then we have Michaelis to banish, Cross Crusader tributes. Searches Liquid Soldier. Opponent activates Mally. Maybe it would have been better. Summon Asaphil. I think our opponent does enough of both. Activates Polymerization. Sure. Uses Mally and Liquid Soldier, summons Sunrise. Liquid Soldier chain 1. Kalis chain 2, target Sunrise. Opponent had a forbidden droplet the entire... Why would you not droplet Caspatel? Okay. See what they negate. I feel like they probably have to send 2 to negate Michaelis and Griffin Rider. Opponent sends Spell Monster, negates Griffin Rider and Michaelis, draws a couple cards, discards another droplet, has Miracle Fusion. I feel like Absolute Zero is pretty bad against, well, pretty bad for us. Strauss and Liquid Soldier looks like Absolute Zero, summons Absolute Zero. It is huge. Opponent goes to battle. Maybe we're too conservative with Ashen Veiler. Attacks the Griffin. We take 21. Attacks Michaelis. Effect of Sunrise, wraths the board. Hits us for 2,000. And dead. Guess we should have used Ashen Veiler a little more greedily. I don't know if we change anything. Maybe our opponent didn't seem to be playing many hand traps, so maybe we go down Crossout, go up Duels. Duels should just single-handedly end their turn, but I feel like we were in much better shape than we end up being. All right, we were going to lead on Enchantress again, grab the right. This hand looks very similar with 2 hand traps Exosister plays. Make a token, definitely in defense. Activate Journey of Destiny. Activate Fateful Adventure. Search up the Griffin. Pitch Irene. Special the Griffin. In defense, activate Fateful Adventure. Equip the Rideable Dragon. Normal summon Ellis. And pass the turn. So we once again have 2 hand traps. We only have 1 Exosister effect this time. And the Griffin. Opponent thinking just as a Vion. We're going to go ahead, activate the Griffin Rider, negate that. See if our opponent has droplets again. Griffin back to the deck. Vion destroyed. Opponent sets one. And passes. We draw packs. Switch token to attack. Activate Dracoback, target our opponent's set. Opponent chains called by, targets Irene. That's fine. Activate Ellis. Summon Michaelis. Activate Michaelis, detach. Ellis, search Vadis. Activate Pax, pay 100. Search Sophia. Normal summon Sophia. Activate Sophia to draw a card. We draw Irene. Activate Fateful Adventure. Search the Griffin. Discard the Irene. Activate the Griffin. Summon the Griffin. Banish the Vion because we're going to lose this effect. Go to battle. Attack for 100. Attack for 2,000. Attack for 2,000. Attack for 25. Main phase 2. Set Vadis. Opponent down at 14. Not quite dead, but based on how their hand went last time, I feel like we should be in good shape. Standby main. Opponent has Super Poly. Pitches Shadow Mist. Gets rid of Michaelis and Sophia. Shadow Mist triggers. Alright, let Shadow Mist go. Searches Liquid Soldier. We will activate Draw and Lockbird. Draw resolves. Opponent normal summons Liquid Soldier. Activates the effect. Targets Shadow Mist. We will chain Vadis, pay 100. Grab Stella and Ellis. Opponent gets back Shadow Mist, trigger Ellis, trigger Stella. Opponent chains Mud Dragon up the swamp for no particular reason. Changes it to dark. Summon. I'm going to try Asafiel this time. I feel like that's probably better against our opponent's deck. Summon Michaelis. Activate Asafiel. Opponent cannot activate card effects in the graveyard. makes Anaconda. Opponent's only at 14. They can't even activate this. That's fine. Activates Anaconda to change something else to dark. And scoops it up. Okay. That went much better. Let's not be so conservative with hand traps. Going second, we want Nibiru, Lancia, and Pankratops. Go down a Vadis. Go down Imperms and Veilers, and maybe one Ogre, one Ash. No. We gotta keep more hand traps than that. Maybe go down the Charmer package. I think that hasn't come up at all yet. And then Parallel Exceed going second doesn't seem as good because we're not playing Zeus, so keep Vadis and all the hand traps. Go down Called by Vadis for the Imperms. Just keep mono hand traps. We might not have anything, but our opponent... Oh. Opponent made us... Okay, opponent is going first. We have Ash, Drawl, Lancia, Enchantress. I feel... Okay. I don't think we can argue with this. Opponent searches Shadow Mist. We activate Drawl. Not sure how our opponent can play through Lancia and Drawl. We will find out. Opponent activates Forest, discards Shadow Mist. Sure. Activates Shadow Mist, gets Increase. Less good under Drawl. Normal's Liquid Soldier. Effective Liquid Soldier targets the Shadow Mist. This opponent sets one. Goes to the end phase. We draw another Ash. That's not great. Activated Enchantress. Search right. Activate right. Summon a token. Grab Fateful Adventure. Activate Fateful Adventure. Opponent chains Increase, tributes Forest. Summons Increase, we grab the Griffin Rider, discard an Ash, activate Fateful Adventure. Opponent chains Increase. We will Ash Increase. Activate the Griffin. Equip the token. Go to battle. Attack Liquid Soldier. Opponent has Super Poly. Discard Stratos. Has an awful lot of options for what they want to summon. Uses Shadow Mist Liquid Soldier, grabs Sunrise. effective Liquid Soldier, effective Shadow Mist, effective Sunrise, let it all go, gets Miracle Fusion, gets Vion, draws a couple cards, discards a hero, lives, replay attack increase. I felt like we were in okay shape for everything our opponent could do except stuff we can't chain to. Activate Draco back, target Sunrise, bounce Sunrise. Activate Pax, pay 100, search Vadis, set Vadis, pass the turn. So we have Lancia if we need it, but we would like our opponent to trigger our Exosisters. It has Book of Moon, targets the Griffin. Sure, we'll make our opponent attack through it at the very least. Opponent summons Vion, activates Vion, dumps Shadow Mist, activates Shadow Mist, gets to add a hero, searches a Dusted Gold, activates a Dusted Gold, gets to add a Dark Fusion. This one has Miracle Fusion and Dark Fusion, activates Vion, banishes Shadow Mist, chain Vadis, pay 100, summon Stella and Ellis, gets Polymerization, now opponent, okay, activates Miracle Fusion. So say we're putting our opponent in a position where they either have to like just pass, but they have to use one of their fusions. Banishes Shadow Mist and Liquid Soldier for absolute 0. Liquid Soldier triggers, trigger Stella, trigger Ellis. Summon Michaelis. Neither player can special summon from the graveyard, or neither player can activate effects. I'm not sure either of these matter. Maybe we just summon Brine. Opponent draws a couple cards. Again, Liquid Soldier's a kind of an obscene Yu-Gi-Oh card. Opponent activates Rhoda. Grabs Destiny Hero Denier. I was about to say Decider. Forgot what the card was called. Opponent has many options. And we're about to lose essentially our entire board. Might be opponent activates Polymerization. Sure. Uses absolute 0 and Denier absolute 0. Triggers. We will chain Gibrine, I don't know how to pronounce this. Target Phoenix Enforcer. Oh my god, opponent had a Droplets 2. Sends Vion so we can't Michaelis, blows up our entire board, still has Phoenix Enforcer. How do you beat that? Opponent activates Denier, sure, why not? Like, our opponent had Super Poly and Droplets. Like, what do you do? Summons back Denier, sure, activates Dark Calling, well, Chain Lancia, keep ourselves alive for a turn, I guess. But, like, nothing we do is going to beat this Phoenix Enforcer. We stopped Dark Calling, that counts for something. Like, Absolute Zero is just naturally really good against our deck, so that's a problem, but we still, like, had some game until the Droplets came out. So opponent smacks us for 11, smacks us for 25, activates Phoenix Enforcer, blows up itself and Fateful. Phoenix Enforcer triggers, we top deck an Effect Veiler, and we scoop it up. Well, maybe that was our fault, and we should have played less conservative with the hand traps game 1, but good god, Super Poly and Droplets, well, sometimes your opponent just has it. GG.